Arsenal win, but I'm going to tell you why that's the title of today's video. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to another short form pre-recorded match reaction where we talk about the game. Speaking about this game right here, Arsenal versus Shakhtar Donetsk, 1-0 win for the Arsenal. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing right now. Share the video everywhere as well. Let's just get straight to it. Arsenal win the game today, but there's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to talk about. Number one, Arsenal do not look convincing. And I think it's coming to the stage now where even the toppest of top gooners, where even the people like myself who have shown nothing but respect and admiration for Arsenal can come out publicly and say, listen, this isn't levels. This isn't amazing. This isn't incredible. There is nothing special about what we're saying. When I saw Arsenal against Shakhtar Donetsk, with all due respect to Shakhtar Donetsk, of course, I don't care if there is no Saka, there is no whoever. Against Shakhtar, I expect you to dominate. I expect you to be the better team. I expect you to cook. I expect you to annihilate them. But instead, what's happened is we're watching this game and we're going like, where is this Arsenal amazing play? It really is no Saka, no party. And I'm come to that in a second. When it comes to the first like 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes, Arsenal were actually really good. I thought Jesus had a couple of good moments down that right-hand side. Martinelli had a couple of good moments. But for some reason, Arsenal just fell asleep, became complacent. Shakhtar started to build momentum. The reason why I say no Saka, no party, and I said this last time on the Bournemouth match reaction, and I'll say it again. When it comes to Bukayo Saka, there's a reason why I rate Bukayo Saka so highly. There's a reason why I say Saka's better than Foden. Saka's all the... Because Saka is so important to the way Arsenal play football. So important to the way Arsenal play football. And this is just the reality of the situation. This is 100% the reality of the situation. I feel 50% more confident about the Sunday game as soon as I see there is no Saka. Like that for me fills me with confidence because I know that Saka is the Arsenal difference maker. And once again, today, you can tell all these forwards that the Arsenal fans keep loving and talking about. And oh my God, Trossard is Arsenal's best player. And this guy's Arsenal's best. Saka is your best player and your most important player. I don't care what any of you think. You get me? I'm just stating my honest opinion. That guy playing today, Arsenal would have won the game by at least 2 or 3 goals. He's such a difference maker for Arsenal Football Club. He makes a massive difference to the way that you play football, to the way that you operate, to the way that you are on the pitch. And today, you looked at Martinelli to try to be creative. You looked at Trossard. You looked at Havertz. You looked at Sterling off the bench, Jesus. And, you know, other than the Jesus cutback, he was okay. He was a little bit of a spark, but didn't do much. Martinelli had moments here and there. Trossard obviously missed the penalty and just had moments here or there. Nothing really truly special about that about that Trossard performance. Havertz held up the ball really well. But the question now becomes to the Arsenal fans, are you impressed with the performances? Obviously, you get the 3 points, you win, you keep the clean sheet, which is in general, okay, it's good. But you have to ask yourself, are you impressed with the performances? The way that Arsenal are playing right now, are you taking a step back and going like, man, this is sustainable, this is amazing, we're cooking teams, we're doing this, we're doing that. Like Shakhtar, with all due respect, is the level of team I expect when I'm watching Arsenal v Shakhtar, that I expect Arsenal to dominate. I expect Arsenal to create chances. I expect Arsenal to be 100% dominant. And if it wasn't for like a David Raya save at the end from Pedrinho, I think he was, I think he was Pedrinho, yeah. If it wasn't for a save like towards the end from Pedrinho, like we're sat here possibly talking even about a different game. And that should never be the case when it's Arsenal against Shakhtar Donetsk. This is not Arsenal against Bayern. This is not Arsenal against Real Madrid. This is not Arsenal against Inter, not Arsenal against Liverpool, not Arsenal against City. This is Arsenal against Shakhtar Donetsk. This is the game where you have to dominate, where you have to play at a high level. And he didn't do that today. And of course, we have to speak about the injuries. The injuries continue to pile on for Arsenal. This is a very unlucky time if you're an Arsenal Football Club fan. Timber is out. Saka is out. Odegaard out, of course, as we know. Calafiori was walking off the pitch as well. We wish them all speedy recoveries. I've never been the type of guy to celebrate injuries, and I will never be the type of guy to celebrate injuries. But however, it is a fact that these guys are injured, currently walked off the pitch. We wish them all speedy recoveries. But this is a bad time for Arsenal. Very, very bad time for Arsenal with the games coming thick and fast. Champions League, Carabao Cup, Premier League after each other. In a row, all these games are happening. You cannot cannot afford to have this many injuries, and specifically to a player like Saka. Odegaard's creativity is missed in this team clearly, and I'm watching Arsenal right now, and the fact that you are a little bit nervous against Shakhtar Donetsk shows me maybe the Arsenal mentality has gone a little bit this season. And listen, even though you won, I'm saying all this about Arsenal because when I'm watching Arsenal, I expected a lot better today. I did a watch along, obviously, for the game. Make sure to go check that out. When I did a watch along for the game, I'm expecting Arsenal to win by 3 or 4 goals. Arsenal to have a statement win, to send out the message with Saka, we're here. Without Saka, we're here, etc. But today's game makes me go like, what the hell am I watching? Partey, I think, was non-existent this game. Declan Rice was a bit even. I think Declan Rice was a bit more like risky going forward than Thomas Partey. Hell, even Merino had a couple of good crosses as well. So I don't know what Partey is doing, but listen, this is like a warning for Arsenal before the big test this Sunday. And obviously, when Liverpool, my club, pull up to the Emirates this Sunday, it's not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy game at all. It's going to be a really difficult game, and it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a massive, massive, massive problem because I back my club. I think my club is obviously top of the league, rightfully so. 3 goals conceded in 8 games, etc. But if Arsenal play like they did today against us, then it's going to be problems for Arsenal. It's going to be problems for Arsenal 100%. And I have no doubt about it whatsoever that you might have a problem on your hands this Sunday, specifically with the Calafiori and Timber injuries, because this might mean either Zinchenko against the Egyptian King or Kivior against the Egyptian King, which I both back Mo to win those battles. I back him to beat Zinchenko and I back him to beat Kivior. And obviously, even your center-back partnership now, it's looking a bit maybe like it might be Gabriel and Ben White. Like, I don't know who the hell is going to play this Sunday. And this is even with Arsenal even getting depth. Of course, we wish them all speedy recoveries, but these games are coming thick and fast. There are so many tests for Arsenal. There are so many things that will test your bottle. They'll test your resolve. Today, you gave in terms of like the result. Obviously, you get the win and you get the clean sheet. So you're showing, okay, without Saka, we're still winning, but the level of performance isn't what you'd expect from an Arsenal side. I expect Arsenal to be better, even as a neutral, even as someone who just watches Arsenal, who just, respect Arsenal from afar. Like, I'm a fan of Liverpool Football Club, but Arsenal isn't a club that I hate or have any problem with. They're not my rival. But I think this Sunday, if Arsenal don't get a result, if Arsenal lose the game, and you're 7 points behind in October already, it's warning signs all over the board. And the performances have been coming, and it's just not getting any better. Today's the game where you expect Arsenal to dominate, score 3 or 4 goals, and they're not doing that right now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing, and we will see you whenever we see you. Peace.